Oh, no. Now just hold back, Hemingway. Don't jump till I say kill. Stay. No kennels this Christmas. Eldon Parfit probably asked men to do this sort of thing. He was a robber, groaning because he couldn't find anything worth stealing.
Oh, I did hear something, I'm sure I did. Anyway, sorry to disturb you, darling.
Never mind, darling, I wasn't doing anything important. Now, don't worry, I'm here.
My Angolan freedom fighter.
The same. Hey, night.
Night. Pete! I heard it again!
That will be the robber, bringing back some of his own stuff out of sympathy.
Go down and have a look.
No, it's your turn. And writers need their dreams.
Not the sort you have. If I'm stabbed, then what'll you do?
I'll marry Eldon Parfit.
The age of chivalry isn't dead. It's bloody poorly. Hello? Hello? Burglar? Hello? Come on. Own up. Fair's fair. Promise not to hurt you.
Sally, you want to wake up the whole house?
Who's there? Who's that there?
Your mother never told you it's rude to turn your back on a person?
I don't know who you are. Are you a neighbour? Who let you in?
Who let me in? I live here. It's my house. That's better. Now I can see why I'm frightening. You're a pretty girl, Sally. You shouldn't be so shy.
I'm going to switch the light on, then you'll disappear.
Switch. Liberty Hall.
Oh.
Believe me, it gets creepier. You got a strong heart?
I manage.
Young people, they don't scare like they used to. It's all this video. At my age, I should compete with Hollywood.
I'm going to scream, then you'll disappear. You're just a figment of my imagination.
Such long words she uses. If you could do the Star of David, then I'd be impressed.
Who are you?
Jetta Feldman, the late Jetta Feldman, may I rest in peace. Only I didn't. Spooky, eh?
You're dead, are you?
Sally, you don't look this way from a head cold. I'll have been dead 21 years this Passover. It certainly was for me. I must sit. I'm not getting any younger. Oy.
All that banging and clattering. Fernando, was that you?
Scared you a bit, didn't I?
A bit.
Some of them I just drop pots on their heads. And when they open their wardrobes, I hand them their clothes. That's nice too. I've got 1 million of them. Anyway, I was saying, oh, Sally, it seems like only yesterday. My Sam, he'd been taken from me so young. A big heart, but not a strong one. Don't make me talk about it still. Sally, these chair covers are a disgrace.
Oh, sorry, they must have got dusty during the move. Would you like a cup of tea?
It would go right through me.
Sally? Don't tell me it's a full moon again. I don't know where she is, Hemingway, making the burglar a cup of tea. She's probably getting his whole life story.
So you had a baby girl after Sam died?
She was everything to me, my little Carol, with an E. And there was nothing she couldn't do. Sing, dance. She was a Picasso on the piano. And she could eat. Oi, could she eat. She used to say my chicken soup was like nectar.
Chicken soup? That's what I've been smelling.
Of course, Jewish medicine. I was making some that night, that terrible night.
So what does it cure?
Everything, except a hernia. For that you need chopped liver. Can I finish my tragic story? By the way, I like your build, Sally.
Oh, I think I'm too fat.
Keep it. You'd only be thin without it.
Who's Mum talking to?
What?
Downstairs. She woke me up.
Oh, you know, Mum, she probably found some lonely vampire. Go back to sleep.
How can I sleep in this sweat gland? The roof could fall in on me.
Are you sure you... No. So what happened to your Carol? With an E.
She grew up. They all grow up, Sally. In your Tammy's case, the sooner the better. And along came boys. Not nice boys, Sally. Not doctors, lawyers, accountants, no. My Carol went for pop singers. Successful ones, no. Beatles, no. Cockroaches, tarantulas.
Oh, yes, teenagers. Oh, Pete.
Who are you talking to?
Oh, sorry, Pete. This is Mrs. Feldman.
What's Mrs. Feldman?
Well, this. Here. Her, look.
I'm looking. I can see a table and a chair. I can't see Mrs. Feldman.
Are you sure?
I think you're having some kind of weird dream. Don't know what Freud would make of a Mrs. Feldman. Doesn't sound very sexy, does it? Come back to bed. Say goodnight to Mrs. Feldman.
Pete, stop humouring me. She's a ghost, for heaven's sake.
Oh. Ghost! Of course. Country houses have headless noblemen. We've got Mrs. Feldman. You've had a really trying day. Come back to bed.
No, you go. I'll finish my tea. I need to clear my head.
Yeah. A ghost? I tell you, Sally, no self-respecting ghost to be seen dead here.
He can't see you.
Not everybody can. Or hear me. You're very sensitive, Sally. I knew it the moment I saw you. Your husband, Still, he's your choice. Who am I?
So, Carol found herself a pop singer?
Found. Moved in with. And I told her in this very kitchen dinette, I said to her, Carol, you little hussy, you little Jezebel, you're no daughter of mine. I cast you out forever. Never darken my door again. And you know something? She never visited, never phoned, not even a card on Mother's Day.
What a sad story.
Sad. But I always kept a pot of chicken soup simmering on the stove, just in case. Then one day I got fed up waiting, drank the pot, and got a chicken bone stuck in my throat. Now you'll excuse me, I must get on with some haunting. I'll dust while I'm doing it.
That's why the house was so clean.
Of course, I've been dusting all day. I'm dead on my feet.
Tell me, are you why the Robinsons left so quickly?
That woman had something wrong with her nerves. Scream, scream, scream every time a plate flies through the air. Who can live like that?
How many have there been here?
I lose count. There was the ones with the bad skin, the smelly ones, or you could die from the smell. You must be number 60. No, I tell a lie. You're number 17. I scared them all off.
You look so normal.
You were expecting the creature from the Black Lagoon? Being dead doesn't make you a different person, Sally. It does slow you down a little.
In your less rabid moments, Hemingway, do you ever think about women? You take them for granted and then they just snap. I must try to be more supportive.
I don't scare you, do I?
No, sorry.
Actually, I'm not trying so hard. I'll tell you, Sally, in 21 years, you're the first family I've halfway liked. Ask me why.
Why?
Don't ask. Perhaps it's because you're a little bit Jewish.
Oh, no, I'm not Mrs.
Just a little bit, like Winston Churchill.
I didn't know Winston
They don't make a big thing about it. I'll tell you something, Sally. I've taken a liking to you. I've decided I'm going to let you stay. So tell me, how much did you pay for the house?
Well, originally they were asking for... Let me stay. Let me stay. I'm sorry, Mrs. Feldman, but this is my house. Well, our house. You can't just linger on for 21 years and stake your claim.
Now, Sally, let's not start our first argument. I mean, you don't have a problem with people of our faith, do you? I mean, this is a Jewish house, you know.
A Jewish house? How can a house be Jewish? What did you do? Chop 6 inches off the chimney pot? Now listen here, Mrs. Feldman.
Have you been on the herbal tea again? Go to bed. What's the matter with you?
I'll tell you what's the matter. She wants to stay here in our house. You talk to her.
3 in the morning. I've lost my job. We're in the middle of a recession. And now my wife's having hallucinations.
You think you've got problems?
I tell you, Pete, I saw her. She was oldish and pale. Her name was Yetta Feldman.
Well, I'm really glad we're on first name terms. If there's one thing I can't stand, it's a snooty ghost.
Pete, she thinks it's her house.
Well, I don't think the Abbey National will see it that way. You've had a bad dream or you've ate something, just relax.
How can I relax? We've got a ghost downstairs, dusting.
And they say you can't get decent help these days. Okay, we'll show this dastardly fiend who's boss. Come on, pass me my dressing gown, please.
What for?
Sally, I can't let her see me like this. Okay, it's Mrs. Feldman, is it? Okay, Mrs. Feldman, ghost or no ghost, I want you out of my house now.
Your husband talks to chairs?
Pete, she's behind you.
Fine, okay, I'm easy. Now this is what you do. Are you watching, Sally? This is for your benefit.
Yes, Pete, thank you.
You have to put up with it.
Mrs. Feldman.
He's a lovely father.
Give us a break, eh? We moved to a smaller house with structural cracks and dodgy plumbing. I've got to put all my efforts into finding work and I've been trying to write a novel for 12 years.
You didn't marry a superstar, did you?
She's gone. All you have to do is reason with them. Given up the ghost. Now will you please come back to bed?
It's bed with this man. He's obsessed.
There is more to a marriage than sex, you know.
Well, you've certainly changed your tune.
I was talking to Mrs. Feldman.
Sally! Will you watch my lips? There is no ghost.
I know that. You know that. Try telling her.
No, you tell her. Go on, I'm all ears.
Okay. Mrs. Feldman, you must appreciate it's not what every family wants, a Jewish ghost.
You prefer a Muslim one?
We'd prefer not to have one at all, given the choice.
Oh, I'm sorry, the clock has beaten us.
Pete, I am not making this up. If you cannot see what
me
is...
out again. Not that I can sleep a wink in this bin liner.
Ah, Tammy, the very person. Look over there.
Yeah.
What do you see?
Something old and ugly.
See?
What?
Our kitchen.
Nothing else.
You don't see someone?
Mum, are you okay?
She's fine, there's no problem.
Well, it must be me. The strain of moving.
Just in heavy boxes.
Oh, you noticed.
Bed. And in the morning, I'll do one of my famous breakfast. Eggs, sausage, bacon.
Who did you think was there, Mum?
No one. Mummy's just had a funny dream. It'll all be fine tomorrow.
Is it morning already? 3:30. Oy vey.
Oy vey?
Tell him what it means, Mrs. Feldman.
Yetta will be rising to the occasion yet again next Sunday, and next tonight, with just one foot in the grave, it's Victor Meldrew.